What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I'm going to focus in on the Edmonton Oilers giving Milan Lucic a 7-year deal worth an average of $6 million a year for a total of $42 million. Love Lucic. Grew up one of my favorite players. Loves what he did with his member of the Bruins. But that kind of money for a guy that's, body could very well break down within the next 3 years. I thought the Kings' offer was fair. And again, I don't fault Lucic for taking the money. I will never, ever, 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 ever fault the player for going to the highest bidder and be like, all right, pay me my money. It's like, Don Cheadle and Ocean's 13? Pay me my money. So, again, I can't have too much of an issue with him on that front. Likewise, I think Vancouver probably put in more money, to be honest with you. It's just the way Vancouver does things. But, he wanted to play for Chiarelli, play in Edmonton, having Connor McDavid there. And I said that when the Oilers drafted McDavid last year. I was like, now they got a guy that's like, you look at Pittsburgh right after they drafted Sid, the way guys like Recchi and Gonchar, went to Pittsburgh as free agents. You're like, oh, I want to play with this kid. Obviously, the money was a big factor for Lucic, but she had the opportunity to play with, a guy like McDavid. Definitely, weighed on his mind. It was like, oh, I can be, with a player of that caliber, and be a net front presence, kind of be the bouncer for him. I think that, Lucic looked at that and was smart to take the money. And you look at it from the Oilers' perspective. My issue is going to be, 3 years from now when, all the young guys are going to need new contracts, Draisaitl and McDavid, Darnell Nurse, Reiner, and I haven't given up on Reiner for what it's worth. I think at 21, he's still at 21, 22 years old. There's still some more with there. But, I think I hate to use the word albatross of a contract with Lucic because I know the first couple of years he's going to be offensively productive and give them a level of physicality that you need to compete in the Western Conference. But at the same time, at 35, is Lucic still going to be a guy that, you want to be given $6 million a year to? Not really. So, that's my issue there. And the other thing is going a step further. I know they pretty much had him in the bag last week. But would you rather have, I'll leave you with this question. Would you rather have Milan Lucic and Adam Larson or Taylor Hall on your team? I think I'd rather have Taylor Hall. But, we'll see what happens. And, if this Larson trade, or Larceny, coupled with Lucic signing, really screw up Edmonton, then, I think that the unemployment line will have Peter Chiarelli in it pretty damn soon. Anyway, that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.